Hello there, peeps, and welcome to some more Volters. As per usual, where we left off, turn 76. I was wondering about the portal tech, and going about it, it seems to be an era 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, which could be this. I don't know. It was supposed to be a tech that also gave the Argosy a hull enhancement, from what I understand. A problem is I can't quite see it. Yeah, exactly. Let's try Argosy. Oh yeah. Okay, dimensional metafolding. Due to the fact that advanced colonization systems require far less space and energy, much of the Argosy's capacity can be refit for other projects that require heavy equipment and high power. So how much would this take? 8 turns. So apparently this might, and I'm saying might because I'm not entirely sure, be the one allowing us to use the Argosy in a sort of offensive capability, in the sense of actually placing a portal in a neutral system. Now the thing is, we have to remember where it is. So yeah, the thing is, everything here, they're colonies. So if I am planning to go after the Riftborn, which yeah, kinda. I mean, they declared war on us despite, you know, us wanting to be super cool friends, and I don't know if we can trust them to be, you know, peaceful broskies. Okay, I could totally get Dackle then. This is pretty much, they have like 2, I have 84 and 12. Let's see this. Also, let's try to use Guerrilla. This is a cautious tactic to minimize losses for attacking troops. Not that concerned about troop survival. I'm actually going to try this for the sake of it. Yeah, it was a decisive victory. Now we also have this. So the point was that I don't entirely trust them to not be sneaky again. But at the same time, I realized that going into, expecting this to work our way right away might not be that good of an idea. Now, generally speaking, I'm still unsure about how well I'm managing my my improvements, but I guess that'll eventually bite us in the ass sooner or later. The dust income really fluctuates, and I'm still not really sure why. The mutinous people, I'm going to assume. Okay, the Xanados dudes are unhappy, so I'm assuming this also kind of has to do, I mean, the overall planet happiness. They're not really happy. So from what I can see, war isn't an issue. It's rather the lack of leading political parties in system and the overcolonization, which will be a thing. So yeah, pretty much, it's overcolonization that's actually killing us. So I'm not sure if they're referring to. It might be this. It might be this. Because it's overcolonization would imply the systems, whereas maybe overpopulation would be a term for this. I don't know. Yeah, it's overpopulation penalties, whereas the issue here is overcolonization. I mean, the overpopulation bonus is a bonus. The overpopulation penalty is quite low. Okay, so keeping that in mind, we should totally look at this. The problem is we might have to also do xenoanthropology and cultural linguistics. As far as I can see, they're basically the only tech that can help us in this regard. Maybe some system improvements could also alleviate that factor. Let's see. Yeah, over-colonization. Just these two. So that was... researching both of these would actually bring us to where we're at right now. The booster program. Yeah, pretty much. We're gonna go with it. We're really taking a hit there. Okay, so let's not defend this anymore. We might move on to do Yell. Dakel is ours. Alternatively, I don't know. What we could do is research the thing that allows us to completely leave a world behind and simply renounce planets like this one. It could totally become a very good place for science, but I'm really unsure. We'll see. So at this point, I'm going to actually use a turn for... Okay, so we can evacuate the system. But I don't entirely feel the need to do this right now. You do not have complete ownership of the system. Maybe because they're still mutinous. I would wager. So then we might want to hold off colonizing Surma. Or taking Virgo for that matter. Spending a lot of time doing nothing, I'm aware. But I do want to see if there is a resource that will actually reduce the penalty, or that rather increases the threshold for it. Yeah, the thing about the Vaulters is that they can also use strategic resources for this, for the modernization, yeah. Is there a system level? Actually unsure how you advance those, but let's not tarry that much about it, and instead move on with our things. I will use the industry here to just go ahead and create some dust, I guess. Yeah, that's fair. For a turn at least. We also have Esther and Dackle. They're not doing a whole lot. These being the new ones. Let's just go with cerebral realities here. What was the state of the population? Oh, just one Riftborn. Beautiful. Do we have luxury? We would get not a lot of dust, but it would keep them busy, essentially. And although maybe the sustainable thing would be a better priority. Yes. So that exploration ship is probably gonna get eaten up. Yeah, this we kind of want. Although it will trigger an even nastier bonus penalty. I keep saying bonus instead of penalty. I don't know why. Negative bonus. Okay, so 15 more turns, and we might get a hero next turn. The problem is, do I want to assign the hero to a planet or not? Ideally, I mean, we're on the war path at the moment, and a hero could aid one of our armies, well, fleets, rather well. Not the most glamorous of novel technologies, a firm grasp of the proto-science of evaporation inhibition nonetheless can grant access to some very useful toys, like toys to stop all your fuel or water boiling away. Okay. Yeah, pretty much. So, we have the option of an unfallen overseer, system-wide, resources and fleet development. We're gonna go with placing them on a planet, I guess. I'll try to do without a hero, until the military hero comes back. I usually go with, I usually go with the second military hero when I can, but, I'm thinking let's do this. Retrofitting them isn't retrofitting, you can't even do that, but changing roles isn't. I'm gonna go with the militarist Horatio dude, maybe. Labor, system resource output, diplomacy and empire resources. The difference between these isn't explained ideally. So, trade, diplomacy, or system resources. Let's go with the imperial one. Where do we assign him to? Okay, we have one here. Ideally, it'd be Giovannis. It's a pretty good output. Okay, there we go. Assign skills. You are going to, let's see, Giovannis. Do we need food on Giovannis? I'd say 24 isn't maybe a whole lot, but how much till the next growth? Where was that? Actually, stop wondering about it. 11 turns. So food might be a good idea, actually. Let's see what other options do we have. Influence per pop, not a good idea. And that per pop, so we're going with the actual food. Which, let's see how much it reduces it. From 11 to 5 turns. Quite noticeable, I'd say. They're just content at the moment. No. I'm not gonna sacrifice the Guardian. Where are you? Here. Okay, that's cool, I guess. It's a part industry, part science system. Let's build this here. Builder barges. I'm not sure I really needed that, but I guess it's fair. Okay. So if rogue traders bought it, maybe it's a good time to buy some for ourselves. How much do we have? Is it me or do we have none of this? Let's buy, I don't know, 20. How much will that be? Okay, sure. This actually gives us influence on the system. Also, we could totally sell some Gedonics. Now this would be 8, 9, 13. Sell 30 of this. It's not that big of a deal. Actually, better off selling Hyperium over here. Let's sell 50. Woo. Because we are getting quite a bit of this. And having some dust on hand is never a bad thing. Now, with the research, still at 10 out of 7. So do we need to build the boost program? Is it a thing? No. Okay, that's a bit strange. Oh no, we're still researching this. Yeah, okay. I was under the impression that we already had it. I was under the wrong impression then, haha. Yes, quite. Okay, go there. I just hope it won't spawn some form of, you know, ugly thing. I think quorum would be a neat thing, and then we're just gonna go ahead and evacuate it for the time being. But I'm not sure I want to commit to a full move. Because I don't know what awaits, really. So ideally, I would have an exploration ship do something. But since I was too busy getting them, you know, destroyed by throwing them into the unknown, and we haven't really built any, let's see if we can't pop one up on Morigashi. Fairing. I mean, it would take quite a bit. It would be faster to go without. It would take us 4 turns. So I guess building it would be a good idea. You know, at this point, I don't really think I need to turn fleets into privateers. Apparently doing that would kind of allow us to like technically be in an alliance with someone, or, you know, be friendly and still kind of raid their ships. Like, I could move a privateer fleet, I don't know, let's say they still had Pavo, so I moved it here or somewhere along the lines and intercept their like civilian ships, while still, you know, without them actually knowing it was me, the player. That's my understanding of how it works. Yeah, there goes. You should kind of just, I don't know, go someplace else. Yeah, go to Giovanna's. Those pirate dudes patrolling around, they're not, I don't like them. I mean, they're not really happy. So, let's colonize this. This would actually, decrease. This will decrease our, approval because of the planet type. But, yeah, I'm gonna go with it. Also, colonizing the desert here would be a nice idea. You know, it's easy to get tempted into building portals everywhere. But then you realize that, oh, I don't quite have the dust. I mean, here in this playthrough, I don't quite have the dust to support that. Why did I do this? Okay, you got that. Let's merge it together. Right. A lot of my fleets are just like 2 longships. Okay, so how much is quorum? We could easily take it, I guess. Hey, maybe with an exploration ship, which I should look into upgrading, actually. Let's take a look at our fairing, at the fairing thingy. Okay. So this would actually give us more movement points. Sure. We just have 1 type of probes, which is fair. I mean, the slugs I put on this thing, they're kind of pointless. I think I'm just gonna keep it. How much does it take? It takes 254. Industry versus 191. Like, really, the problem comes from this. I'm not going to put extra slugs. I don't think. I mean, I'm not one for using a lot of Maybe there's... Okay, fair enough. So I'm not one that uses a lot of ships, exploration ships in tandem with fleets, which has some pluses. Now it's gonna take 2 turns. That's not good. Oh well. It has some pluses because indeed you can kind of see what lays ahead, but at the same time, you could just put, you know, another ship that actually has the potential for, you know, attack power or whatnot in there. And that is quite probably what I prefer to do, yes. Still 1 movement point. We're not going to move into Duel just yet. I kind of want to have, like, a lot of ships going in. I should also consider making a portal here. After the sustainable farms. Not doing that well with the dust. Yeah, things are starting to move a bit slower now because we're getting into a lot of the thinguses. We have to look at stuff and pretend that, you know, or rather I have to look at stuff and pretend that I'm actually aware of what the hell's going on. No, never use the automation policy. I know it focuses on various things and I guess it'll just kind of pull like improvements from the pool and use them. But no, the thing is, I could actually send some more dudes, like, say, here. So this would be a giant science boost. Favo the same. A lot of science planets, that's for goddamn sure. We have a lot of those. The thing is, if I send them to Giovanna's, for example, they won't take this route. I'm not sure if they even can. But we do have a portal on Giovanna's, don't we? We can't build one, so I'm assuming there is a portal indeed. Let's actually see. So we have hot and temperate, essentially, we're looking at. Do we have pops that benefit from those? Bunch of dudes. Bunch of anomalists. Let's study that and gain some disapproval. Okay. So they give us, funnily enough, science on anomaly. And the only anomaly is on the actual planet that's already colonized, kinda. So does Nakos need people? Not that many luxury things. Let's study these. I need to remember which are the larger planets. Systems, rather. Yeah. Excuses me? Woohoo. Okay, so, wartime. Yeah, just how I suspected. I mean, these dudes aren't, pirates. These are just the minor faction being dicks. I mean, I did predict this was gonna happen. So, they use a lot of projectiles. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the turtle, which we finally have for some reason. I mean, I needed to upgrade it anyway. This is what, the 3rd ship I'm losing like that. Okay, I guess there could be an argument made for better use of exploration ships. On my part. Yes. Yes. Quite possibly. Yes. Moose. Okay. Woodstone. +4 industry purple. Amethyst colored crystal accreted around a graviton pearl that in turn contains pure antimatter. Voidstones have enormous industrial utility. Due to their ability to manipulate gravity fields, voidstones can be used for all manners of transport, construction, and practical jokes. Always want them practical jokes. Some Empire Science production, some repulsive plates, squadron flak evasion. We're friendly with the Mavros now. We have a free colonization, but I'm not sure I want to do that just now. These dudes are gonna ask for dust. Okay. Mayal, that's the pirates. So we're gonna go with the shields meetings. I can't use turtle on these guys, and I'm not sure why. Long range defense. Are they long range? No, it's pretty pointless. Let's go with the shields. Glad I won. Okay. Like... No? They're probably gonna declare war on me now, and that's just going to mess things up. I sure hope not, but... I don't trust them. Should have just maybe... Yeah, I probably should have accepted. Oh well. Make an industrial zone. We have an exoscience station. Xanados, you guys are unhappy. You're probably gonna rebel. That's not good. That's not good. No, sir. Why are you so unhappy, man? No, not leading political parties in system. I mean, what are you? You guys seem to be rather scientific physicalists, right? Yeah. Okay. Oh no, militarists. I mean, it's not really my fault. Let's study all these things so that we get further penalties. Yeah, they're probably gonna have an army there. No. At one point, you know they went... Why did I do this? Shouldn't have done this, man. Ouch. Okay, this was stupid on my part. Here, yeah, sure. Here's a different scenario. Yeah, the thing is I mean, I can colonize 2 of them, but they're... My approval rating is going rather low, so I probably shouldn't have done this. I didn't think about it, you know, and I did have the, what you call it? The precedent, right? Esther, you do not have complete ownership of the system. When does one have complete ownership of the system? Well, it remains to be seen, I guess. Yeah. These are some pretty flagrant mistakes on my part. I mean, if I don't die and if they don't rebel, if something else doesn't rebel in the meantime, like, I don't know, Xanados, I'm going to evacuate this. Because even with the xenoanthropology, things aren't looking good. Let's make you... Yeah, sure, but... I didn't encounter this issue in a previous playthrough, and that's odd. I mean, that's also cool, because discovering these things is essentially what... Yeah, the problem is I'm going to go on Izar, right? I'm going to... I mean, I could not. But then I'm gonna get another planet, which is going to A thread of discontent has been growing in the population, as some voters believe the galaxy is even more dangerous than it appears. Okay, so now I'm sitting at 34, which is gonna get a bit better next turn. Because I did get Virgo. I got a couple of shuttles, but even as a defensive fleet, they won't do much. Yeah, over colonization is really messing things up for me right now. Dorado Mugashi, okay. It would be about time to do Luxuries Lottery there. These guys are also kinda unhappy. Gonna go with the dust. And what was the other one? Quorum. I mean, I'm not gonna build anything here, to be fair. Just gonna put it straight onto this and leave it, because I'm going to stick to the plan of actually getting out of there as fast as I can if I don't. Yeah, we're gonna have a rebellion. The study of alien civilizations, both past and present, can offer great dividends in understanding one's own culture and cultural biases, as well as in determining effects of change and evolution on galactic society. Expedition trapped on Xanados too. So we have a pirate dude there. Yeah, that ground... Okay, so now... Yeah, the ground battle didn't go well. We're gonna have a rebellion on Xanados. And we have very little means of actually... Let's try to alleviate this a bit. This didn't do that much. Suppress. Or we could seduce, but we don't have those pots. What are those pots? Nobody is selling them. Lost cities. Ha. I haven't encountered rebellions before, so this is going to be new. Also, the Cravers don't like us. And I'm desperately going to need to go ahead and do this. Maybe even, I mean, this is per system level. Yeah, we're in quite the pooper, aren't we? Hedonization, cultural flexibility, absorption of systems within your empire's influence area over time. No! We don't need that at the moment. And it's gonna take 8 turns. Ah! Nah, we didn't calculate this. I'm tempted of actually abandoning Estra as well, once we can. Not sure how much it takes for us to gain complete control. I reckon it's when it starts. It has a blue bar around it, so we might just be able, although I kind of don't want to here because we have some really nice anomalies.
Your presence is agreeable to the unfallen.
No, I'm actually okay with Okay, but is it worth allying with the guy? Not really. It's very likely that he's going to die soon. I would much rather ally with the Leapers, but, I mean, they hate me. Okay. Well, I'm not sure if building manpower is going to actually help with the rebellion. We're gonna do that, and we're gonna see. That portal tech might come in handy right now. So, the option is to build some more longships here in case of a rebellion. And I think it would be quite wise to do so. So that's what we're doing. We can't take the pirates yet. Izar is here. Let's explore. Let's go to jail. Izar would be another colonization thing because it has antimatter. Okay, what about Duce and Nekar? You guys are fairly content. You have some luxuries. I'm gonna go with the luxuries lottery. Right. Don't have that much strategic here. No. Per planet. No. It is fine. It is fine. Yes. We could also kind of do this here. No, let's just research this. And I think this is a good place to leave it at. Fewer turns move by now, but more things happen, and yeah, one way or another. I mean, these were some pretty fucking glorious fuck-ups on my part. I mean, obviously this would do me well if I had fertile or temperate planets. But as we don't, we'll see what we'll build here next time. So this is where we're leaving it. It'll be curious to see. Overall, I'm not doing that well, but we're not in the gutter yet, and the Riftborn, they don't seem to be that much of an issue, to be fair, until I bump into their giant fleece, at least. So yeah, we'll see. As always, thanks for tuning in, and I'll hope to see you next time around.